Okay guys, so I played with some of you, talked to you about this. Like, critical things about putting are just, where are my balls? These ones. Just having the understanding of stroke length and learning how to set up your putter properly. So the dudes I played a few holes with this morning, there was, quite a bit of this rather than a putter that was kind of sold with the best chance of hitting a solid putt. Okay? So getting the putter sold is great. Now I want to talk to you about just the positive distraction that can help you putt better. We're going to just go through this cadence of ready, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's a rhythm to that. And the choice we make in 1, so if I get set into this, I do the same thing on hitting a 7-iron as I do hitting a putt. Okay, I do the same damn thing. I aim the face, I take a look, I set my feet, I take a look, and I choose my stroke length. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to putt another ball with that same stroke length. I'll have similar energy. Aim the face, take a look, set the feet, take a look. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So you're a good putter when you know where the ball is going to stop. And if you get the ball to stop a foot behind the hole, gravity can take over and the ball can drop in the cup. I'm not a believer in we hit putts. I'm a believer in we choose a stroke length for the putt. So the one that we choose, the ONE, okay, is different. Which means that if it's always the same rhythm, and I'm going to hit it on the 2 count, and I'm going to start on the snap and hit it on the snap, the putter leaves the barn quicker on longer putts and gets back to the ball quicker because it's always touching the ball at the same time. You tracking, guys? So you guys are always in the same rhythm. We're going to walk in, aim the face, take a look, set the feet, take a look. Here's a little longer one. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is the ball energized and go farther? Bigger stroke length and the same timing, guys. So this positive cadence, this is my, if you're reading my mind, hitting a putt, okay? This is me reading my mind. All right, how much stroke length do I need? And I might take a look and put a feel in for that. Cool. And I'm saying aim the face, take a look. Yep, like where that's looking. Feet, take a look. Yep, okay, here's my stroke length. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, very specifically, guys, putter goes back on 1, our chosen dimension. Touches the ball on 2 and keeps on going. My eyes are down on 3 for that moment, and then I can let my head go to watch the ball roll. It's not a condition where I elevate and lift myself out of that posture.
So nothing happens on 3 and 4. That's just keeping you down.
Well, 3, nothing happens for sure. 4 is a little, let's see if I started on my good line, how it's rolling, what can I learn from my roll, because camera, okay? And I stand here and I go, man, I feel something, a little something where there's a little slope right to left, not much. I'm going to call it a 1, okay? I feel a lot of slope. I'm going to call it a 3 or a 4. Now, you ever see these guys on TV holding up fingers like this? You know what they're doing? They are blocking out a dimension that they are not starting their ball within. So as I look at this cup, my phone, and I say, all right, the pin, for example, just you got to use your imagination here. Maybe it's the wooden telephone pole there, okay? That's the flag. Now, if I hold up one dimension read and I put my finger and I split that telephone pole, from here to that telephone pole, guys, would be about 2 feet of break on a 1-finger read. If I held up 2 fingers, that's about 5 feet of break to that telephone pole. But to my camera, since it's much closer, a 1-finger read's only about 6 inches right to left. So come on over here and see if you understand that. Okay? So just kind of stand here, put your feet so that this pole is between your feet. Okay? If you're right-handed, use your right hand. Okay? Hold up 1 finger so that this inside edge of your right finger cuts that telephone pole in half. So you got half wood there, and that's covering up the other half. You with me?
Yep.
Now, if you look at this blockout area, where's the first part of exposed ground to the right of that telephone pole? A few feet to the right of the telephone pole? Yeah, so that's a very little bit of break over that far amount of space. That's a 3-foot break over that 70-footer or whatever that is. You with me?
Yeah.
Now do me a favor, hold up two fingers. Right? See how that throws the break way farther out to the right?
Yep.
And hold up 3 fingers. Right? 3 can be tricky for some people. Sometimes they go 2 and 1 this way or 2 and 2 when they get to 4. We don't use pinkies because they're little. But the reason, guys, you're starting to understand this now, how you can block out a dimension to where we don't start our ball. And what happens is, you know, when I'm, say you're, now do it to the camera. Use the middle of, use this little silver thing as like the flag pin, right? See how a 1-finger read would start it just to the right of my handle?
Yep.
And a 2-finger read, now do a 2-finger read.
Yep.
Okay, you get my point?
Yep.
So here's how it works, guys. When you're standing there on a green, you kind of clean in your ball and you're going standing and you go, okay, there's a bit of break there. Now obviously the green changes as it goes to the cup, agreed? Now when you got a 40-footer, a 30-footer, a 50-footer, who cares? Get a general break, overread it a little bit, and roll it. And hopefully it goes in this basket where you can tap it in or somebody goes, it's good. See my point? Now when you get 20 feet, 15 feet, 10 feet, when you're, pay close attention to what you're feeling. Now take a look at Wendell. Wendell's chill, he's having a water and he's kind of kicked his hip and he's just relaxing. When we're reading greens, we don't do that. We try to get a little bit more like a tripod to see if we sense anything underfoot, right? Do we feel anything? Is there something there? Okay, yeah, so if you don't feel anything, hit it straight, man. Now, if you walk up, if you mark your ball and pick it up, and go, oh, there's something there. Okay, well, is it nominal or marginal or extreme? Is it a 1, 2, or a 3? See my point? And then if you hold up at, you know, soft arm's length, like if I hold a 1 up to that beer, to that can of water right there, you know, that blocks out that can of water from here. A 2 blocks out half a Wendell. A 3 blocks out all a Wendell, which means it's just showing how much of a block out not to start your ball within based on how you feel slope across the ground. Does that make sense, guys? And that's why when you see dudes on TV, right, you know, you don't feel slope here, so you'd hit it straight, but let's say you felt some. This would be the middle of the telephone pole, okay? Or the middle of my...
I'm doing the middle of the camera.
Perfect. See how that throws it out 4 inches or 5 inches to the right?
Oh, you mean the right, put it at the right side of the thing.
Well, so there's the middle, so call this right on that silver dot, the middle of a cup.
Okay, that, yeah.
And now see how that block out pushes? That's a simple break for over that 15 feet, 4 or 5 inches on a small 1% break.
I didn't catch that, put it on the edge, but...
Yeah, so well, here's how you're gonna do it. Like a cup's out there, you're gonna cover half of the cup, and the farther away it goes, the more block out that goes. 2 fingers more, 3 fingers more. And now, and also your hand away closer to your face pushes it out more. So we're always gonna kind of have a comfortable arm's length. Don't like reach like this or put it right in front of your face. Because the 1-finger block out now is, you know, you get my point? And so that's why when you see those tour players and they're doing this and this, that's because they're using the sense of their feet, the slope they're putting the ball across, and assigning it a value and then checking it against their gut feel. It's just a way to check against your gut feel. Does that make sense? Okay? Because how do you learn how to read putts? Start when you're really little and hit a million putts. Or learn how to assess what you're putting across, give it a value. And then, guys, see if you're right. Oh, shit, that was too much. Okay, well, that really wasn't a 3. That's a 2. So now when you get to the next hole or 2 and you go, oh, it felt like that hole from 3, you go, oh, okay, that's a 2, not a 3. All right, there's a 2. All right, it's outside 2 feet, hit it. See how it works, fellas? Okay. Cool. Now, come on in here and see if you can take this pop quiz. Let me find my golf balls. They're, I guess, over there. Okay, cool. So I want you, can you guys just say ready, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me hear you.
Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Perfect. Well, now we're going to do that. We're going to do ready, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm not ready yet when I'm over here taking my little practice strokes. This isn't ready. This is me choosing the length of my 1. Because every 1's different. So now I'm going to aim the face, take a look, set the feet, take a look. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be a great stroke. Now that I might have chose the wrong one. Might have chose too big a one or not too short a one, but it's always the same. Okay, let's see how you do in the pop quiz. Come on up there, Thomas.
So ready is part of the account.
Ready 0. Yeah, it is. It's a settling, just getting ready. Flatten that putter. And I want to hear you nice and clear.
1, 2, like that?
Yeah, but yeah, when you get the putter behind the ball and you're ready, you say you're ready.
Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Pretty darn good. I'd pass you. You didn't get an A+, and you're not a teacher's pet, but that was good. All right, let's see it, Corey. So flatten that putter. Yep, more than that. More than that. Cool. Your issue is you're gripping a putter like a golf club. And so watch this. Let me show you something interesting. Here's my golf grip. Okay? I can't even putt that way, because a golf grip provides this angle, which is a speed element and a rotational element. See my point? So watch how I grip it. Here's the bad golfer's grip, which is the good putter's grip. See, that's very up the palm.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Now it's easier to get the toe down, and there you go. And let's hear the audible. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4. And just choose the length of your 1.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so you got to do a retest. Why does he have to do a retest, guy? Yeah, he didn't respect number 3. Number 3, he sure did. Yep. So ready, 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
This is in the palm.
Palmy. Yeah. Horrible golf swing grip. Great putting grip.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good. Nice. Okay. The only thing I would say, pass is smooth it out a bit. Right? The transition from 1 to 2 doesn't have to be sudden. Come on in, Dale. And I can move it away from that barber pole for you a bit. Yes, you have some room. So this is where you're taking your practice strokes. You're choosing the length of your ONE, your 1. I would get way closer, buddy, and flatten that putter down. There you go. And then say that audible cadence.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you're looking up here on 3. And the only reason I want you to have respect for 3 is that you stand a better chance of a centered, nice contact. If you're looking around too early, maybe you heel it a bit, maybe you toe it a bit. You don't apply the right force to the ball from your stroke length. So respect 3. Your eyes are down on 3.
Ready?
Uh-oh, no, you're not looking unready.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you're looking early again.
Looking early.
Okay.
Look on 3.
Look on 4. Eyes down on 3.
Oh, okay.
So here's 3. You're like, hey, what's under that ball? Oh, that's 3.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, I'm not quite passing you yet.
I would have called a balk on you.
Right? I know. Take your base.
Yeah, the little
Right.
flick there.
Okay, so, and then I'm going to just gently move your head. Okay, so here's a 4 is just this little move.
Okay.
Here's a 3, here's a 4. Here's a 3, here's a 4. This all doesn't have to stand up.
Okay.
Okay?
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Almost. Okay, you're in the special needs classroom. Who's next? Come on up.
And of course, it's totally legal to do this while you're playing, right?
Yeah, I do it every second.
No, I mean actually talk.
You totally can. You know who's a great talker through hitting great shots? Lee Trevino. Think about it. You know what he'd do? He'd go, come on, Lee, we're just going to aim a little bit outside of that right cup there. It breaks a little bit. You got this, Lee. Just roll it right on down there, Lee. You're just nice and smooth. Tap it down there. Just roll it. Oh, look, and he would talk. You know why? Because when you're doing that, what are you not doing? You're not fretting about the bad things. He talked himself into lots of great golf shots. He would say, okay, on the driver, come on, Lee, we're going to aim right at that bunker right there. Get a little fade off that thing. Nice little bunker, right at that bunker, okay, and yep, got it. You know what I mean? He talked himself through a lot of good stuff.
And it helps to talk your ball when it's in flight, right?
Totally talked your ball. But keep your mouth off other people's balls. That's the key.
Playing against you, right?
You didn't get the joke.
Yeah. Jim would get the joke. Yeah.
All right, let's see how well you count here, Wendell.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good, you passed the test. So now, guys, let's just have some fun. Putt to nowhere, just putt 10, 15. What I want you to do is putt a 10, the same thing. What length of O&E do you need to make it go 10 feet? What length of O&E do you need to make it go 15 feet? What length do you need to make it go 20 feet? Don't try to hold putt. Just see if you can get 3 balls that roll 5 feet past the next and do it again.
So you said earlier it's better to, if it's a long putt, it's better to put too much break in than not enough?
Always. Because when a ball's slowing down, it's nice that it's curving toward the cup rather than away from the cup. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good.
And then with your location, the severity of the break, you factor that into whether it's
A 1, 2, 3, or 4. Yeah, like if you,
So something could, if there's a lot of break at the end.
you'll always use the most amount of slope. So say for you feel like there's nothing where you're standing,
Yeah.
and you walk up to the cup, you're like, it's severe here, man. It's like, I'll call severe a 4. And so when you stand back there and you create your block out, and the block out might be 4, 5, 6 feet, perfect. Aim 4, 5, 6 feet to the right or left, accordingly, and start it there and let it curve into the block out and slow down by the hole.
Okay, and then deciding whether it's 1, 2, or 3, 4. That's why this works for you and works for me.
Exactly,
Because
but I
I'll
would
have a
never be
different-
that, a little softer elbow, just saying, okay? Good.
But I'll cover. You'll cover more than me because your arm will be shorter.
Well, that's why if you just
Yeah.
get comfortable at it, like, try not to change your hand
But that
dimension.
doesn't matter if what might be a 4 to me, what might be a 4 to you would be a 3 to vice versa.
Right, you'll get, and it's just a nice generality, because people don't know how much to putt right or left of a cup. Let's be honest.
Right.
So if they know there's a blockout dimension that at least gives them a fighting chance
Yep.
of starting it appropriately, so it can slow down to the cup, they win.